All right, so I watched The Nightingale. This movie, I heard about this movie a while ago when it came out, and I was gonna go see it, and I just never got a chance to see it. And then I don't know, I just never seen it. But I heard it was here's the thing, I heard it was a good movie. I would never tell someone that this is a good movie. This movie is a well-made film. I would never say go see it, it's a great movie. I would never say that. Those would never be the words I would use to describe this film. This film was horrific. It was devastating. It was a good movie, but like I don't even remember too much about the trailers. All I remember going into this movie was it was a story about revenge. So I said, okay, cool. They're probably gonna kidnap her baby. That's what I thought, because she had a baby. So I was like, what would make a mom go and try to, revenge? So I was like, they're gonna probably kidnap her child. That's what I was thinking going in. It's way worse than that. And if you're thinking, how can it be worse than that? It can. It can be a lot worse. But like, I don't do reactions. When I was reacting crazy. I was like, I should have been reacting to this. But I mean, it was just like, I was watching it at home by myself, and I'm like, it was insane. There's an actor, I'm forgetting his name, I think Sam Claflin or whatever. I'm pretty sure I'll put his photo up, but I'm so used to him being a good guy and a nice, charming guy. So it was very alarming when I watched it when he's being super evil. I'm like, first he's acting like, a little disrespectful, and all this is spoilers. This will all be spoilers. This movie came out a while ago, so this is spoilers. He's acting so, like, I don't know. She's acting like he's acting more like predatory. So I'm like, all right, maybe he just like has a lot of drink. He's a soldier or whatever. And then it gets worse and worse, And he attacks the shorty, he attacks the girl, and later in the film, when he's confronting, when her husband confronts him and all those things, it seems like this has been going on for a while because she's been working for him, and she's been trying to he's supposed to write some letter of recommendation so she could be like a free woman, and it's just insane. This guy is so evil. Throughout the story, you get to see him do more and more stuff, and I'm like, gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, but I'm glad I watched it. I think I didn't watch it for a while because I knew the subject material, and I was just kind of like, I'm not in the mood to watch that right now, so I just kind of put it on the side. But I was just like, I just want to check it out and see like, how they do the story, and then it was crazy. Yeah. But other than that, like I if I were to rate this, I'll give it a 4 out of 5 for sure. Like, it just feels weird rating it because it's like, like I said, I wouldn't even really recommend this movie to anyone unless you really like revenge tales. But it's also It's also a beautiful film in a way as well, because even though there's so much crazy stuff happening, like she still ends up finding a little bit of humanity. And what this movie does is like, it shows you so much bad parts of humanity. Well, not humanity, bad parts of, I guess bad parts of humanity, bad parts of humans, and all this different things. And it's like trying to find someone who's actually gonna help you with no ulterior motives, And throughout the film, they give you, I think, 2 or 3 people like that amongst all the crapness that she has to deal with throughout this film. Terrible incidences. And yeah, so she gets taken advantage of, and the guy, like, I mean, even saying it's insane. But they take out her baby because it's crying while they was trying to take advantage of her, and then they kill her husband. And so it's just insane. So I was not expecting it to go. I know it was gonna be bad, but I didn't expect it to be like the worst you could possibly do is what happened. And then so she goes on this journey. She gets to take out at least one of them, and towards the end, she doesn't do what I thought she was gonna do as far as the main guy. But I like that she actually confronts him in front of like new troops, new soldiers, and new generals to kind of like mess up his view. mess up the way his perception, the way people kind of perceive him, you know. So I kind of like that, and then how she was kind of like at the end, like, you know, like she feels a little bit more at peace. At least she got to do that, and then she wasn't gonna finish him off. And then this person that she meets who helps her on the trail, Blackbird, or I believe his name is Blackbird. He was helping her on the trail. You know, they find each other in humanity. Like it starts off really rocky, their friendship, but as the movie progresses, you get to see, like, you know, both of them have a lot taken from them, and they're both dealing with their own things. And she's Irish, and you know, she was taken from her land too, so it's kind of interesting. It made me really think about, made me want to do a spoiler review on Sinners too, because that's one of the things with Sinners. If you guys see Sinners, Remick, he's Irish, and he kind of relates to he relates to the colonization of his people, just like African American people back in the day. And, you know, so it was crazy. It was yeah, it was crazy. But last thing I'll say is, I think sometimes we don't want to watch certain movies because, like, you feel like maybe you've seen too much, or you don't want to be in that mind state, and I completely understand it. But if you are looking for something like a revenge tale about that also has a little bit of beauty and life, I'm not saying this movie's beautiful, but there are moments where, especially the end, where I feel like she and Blackbird, the guy who helped her through the chill, the African American guy, I feel like they find peace in a way. It's not absolute peace, but I feel like they come back to center. They kind of went through this whole revenge tale, and they're trying to find, like, you know, reason to live again, or just like, it's just crazy the trials and tribulations they go through, you know. And then, like I said, their friendship grows from there. But it was like I said, it's just funny saying it was a good film. But yeah, it was a good film, but it was tragic. And yeah, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I need to watch something lighter. I'm about to finish. I want to rewatch the 2000s Fantastic Four. So I think I'm gonna do that and do a review on those, because I definitely want to do that. I got some stuff, you know, but I just feel like I need to watch something light now. Like, it was pretty heavy. But if you guys want to check out a film that you might not expect, check it out. It's on Shudder, and you could access it through Amazon Prime, and you could also get a free trial. That's what I did. So I got a free trial for 7 days, and just make sure you cancel the trial if you don't want to keep it. That way you guys can watch it for free if you like. So that's a little heads up. And even some other movies. But yeah, so that's my advice there. And yep. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you guys seen it, put in the comments what you thought, what was your takeaways from it, and if there's any other revenge tales that you think I should check out. But yeah, maybe some that are more lighthearted with some more fun. But this was, like I said, this wasn't fun, but you know what I mean. But they have some revenge stories that are, you know, more action packed and stuff. But this was like straight up revenge back in the day, like dirty, gritty, like it was crazy. But anyways, this is me signing off. This Deja Know the Name, spread love and light. And how are we gonna sign off?